Hello and welcome to the Wednesday Word. I'm Brother DJ, and I'd like to welcome you back another week to the Wednesday Word. Hey, for those of you that are visitors, welcome to the Wednesday Word. And I want to remind you that the Wednesday Word is posted every Wednesday morning. Wednesday Word is here to encourage, inspire, and enrich our lives. So if you're visiting, please don't hesitate to come back again next week. And for those of you that are faithful watchers of the Wednesday Word, I really appreciate your support and your prayers as you come back week after week to be inspired, encouraged, and enriched. Today, I'd like to talk about sticky situations. Sticky situations are not always situations that we find ourselves in from doing the wrong things. Quite often, sticky situations are situations that we find ourselves in from doing the right things. Jeremiah found himself in a sticky situation. He had been put in a well in Jeremiah 38:12. He had been put in a well for telling the king what thus saith the Lord. Many prophets, apostles, and leaders have been placed in situations for doing God's will. So count it all joy when you find yourself in a sticky situation. Remember the three Hebrew boys, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. What about Joseph? He found himself in a sticky situation. And our friend, the Apostle Paul, was always in a sticky situation. Today, my brothers and my sisters, I want you to understand that what is most important today is that when you see someone or when you know someone is in a sticky situation, there are two things that you must do. The first thing you must do is you must pray, and then you must act. Pray and then act. In Jeremiah 38:12, the Bible tells us that they took some old rags and some old clothes and they let them down to Jeremiah, who was in a very sticky situation. You see, they had put him in an old well, and there was no water in the well, but there was mud in the well. And Jeremiah found himself sunk up to his chest in mud, and he couldn't get out of the mud. So what his friends did is they said, hey, Jeremiah, we're going to pray, and then we're going to act. And what they did is they got some old rags and old clothes, and they threw them down into the well. And they said, Jeremiah, put the old clothes and the rags under your arms, and we'll throw you down a rope. And you put that rope around the clothes, and we will pull you up out of your sticky situation. Verse 13 says, they pulled him up with ropes and lifted him out of the cistern. Lifted him out of the well. They lifted him out of the dungeon that he found himself in. My brothers and my sisters, I need you to look around today. Look around and find someone who may be in a sticky situation and do two things: pray and then act. The ironic thing about the story is it didn't take a lot of high-tech equipment. Some old clothes and old rags is all they used to get Jeremiah out of that well. That tells us that it doesn't matter if we have high-tech equipment or not, but we can look around, we can see a need, and we can fill that need with things that are at our disposal. My brothers and my sisters, in these times, there are many people in sticky situations. It's time for us now, my brothers and my sisters, to look for people in sticky situations and move proactively to pray for them and to act in helping them. Now is the time when we see or when we find someone in a sticky situation, it is time for us to pray and to act. Remember, sticky situations are not always situations you find yourself in from doing the wrong thing. You can find yourself in a sticky situation from doing the right thing. So my brothers and my sisters, as you go throughout this week, if you see someone in a sticky situation, I ask that you would look for someone proactively that you think might be in a sticky situation and do two things: pray for them and act on their behalf. That's the Wednesday word for today. I want to thank you for sharing, for liking, and for subscribing to this video. I ask that you share it with your family and friends. And remember this: I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. So hey, let's be kind to one another, okay? Bye-bye now.